desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to me.
Good.
Excellent. So as it is 11 o'clock and we had an appointment at 11 o'clock, I'm going to mute everybody and remind you that you can chat, since there's a lot of background noise here. Yes. Okay. All right. Since there was a lot of background noise there, you can chat over here if you see my screen. In the bottom section of your Zoom, there's a little chat button. So reach out to me via chat as I go through the class today. In today's session, session 2, around Salecore, which is your website and your CRM. And today we're going to go in and make sure that you have set yourself up correctly with the right email address, with your right name, with your right Facebook links, with your right Instagram links, with the right languages spoken, all of that stuff, so that you're represented on the website. Remember, this website it serves a couple of functions. Number one, it's for you to house your existing database and touch your existing database frequently. Number two, it is for you to generate business for yourself. So this series of webinars, which we're going to have probably 8 to 10, maybe 12 webinars, will walk you through step by step at a nice slow pace. And I'm recording all of these webinars and videos for you so that you can go back and look at them on YouTube. I sent each and every one of you last week's YouTube link. Please make a note, give me a shout in the chat room if you got that. And I will be housing all of these in a folder on YouTube for you to be able to go and look at these at any time. So let's give me just a couple of chats in here. Let me know you're here. Just say hello in the chat room. Let's see who we have. Chats, we have Linda Woodhouse. Yes, received. Thank you, Linda. Good morning. From Rose to everyone. Bradley is here. Oh, Bradley under the name Rose. Okay, great. Good morning. Good morning, Bradley. And I'm going to go ahead now and let's look at Salecore. So today in Salecore, as always, this is the website that you go to. You go to salecore.com. Just type in salecore.com and up will pop your login page. This is your username and your password. If for any reason you've forgotten your username and your password, email Amber at design@balistreri.com and allow her 24 hours to get back to you, because Amber is a busy woman adding value to many, many of the agents out there with the marketing materials. So let's sign in. Let's get you signed into this. Let's see if we have any chats. We've got a few more chats going on here as we're logging in. And on the chats, who do we have? Arthur to everyone, good morning. And from Chris to everyone, good morning. Well, hello, Arthur. Hello, Chris. So again, this is your dashboard. This dashboard is set up the way you want it to be set up. You can have recent records. You can have contacts. Again, when you'll notice as I move my mouse, once it becomes a large plus sign, that means that you have the ability to change and drop and drag that particular bucket. You can take your listings, move it around, your activity feed, incomplete tasks. That's simply how you change the dashboard. So the dashboard, set it up the way it works for you. This is all about setting stuff up for yourself to win. Today, what we're going to look at is setup. So up across the top here, home, contacts, calendar, email, listings, website, tools, and setup. So let's go into your setup. Let's click on setup. And now what has happened is when you click on setup, you see over here, my settings, my account, my profile, team profile, photos, email, social links, lists, your agent MLS IDs, your username and password, and notifications. So I'm going to take you through each of these buttons in the next 15 to 30 minutes. I'm not going to go beyond this. I want you to be comfortable with the setup. So profile, we're in the profile section. Make sure your first name is spelt right. Make sure your last name is spelt right. And then the display name. How do you want your name displayed? Do you have a middle name you want to use? Do you have a nickname you want to use? Feel free to put that in there in addition to the first name and the last name. So here's where your display name comes up. Put in your job title. Are you a real estate agent? Are you a sales agent? Are you real estate executive sales? Whatever you want to say, you are in there. Business licenses, this is where you're going to put in your business license numbers in here. Now, if you happen to have a tagline, feel free to put in your tagline. If you've got a marketing slogan, list with Chris, marketing slogan, that could be a tagline, that could be a marketing slogan for you. Whatever it is you feel works for you, go ahead, put that in there. Let me just check, no more chats. All right, great. So now over here, you'll see there's Facebook, there's Google. No, sorry, no, I didn't mean to do that. My mouse is going a little crazy this morning. There's Facebook, there's Google Plus, and then there's linked to Microsoft. I'm going to skip the external accounts because where you link your social links is over on this button. So one of my requests to the website developer is to either add all of our social links from here over to this button or to just remove this button. To me, it's a duplicate, it's unnecessary, and it's redundant. So I'm not a huge fan of this particular stuff. So ignore that piece for now. Now, contact information. Email. Make sure you put in the right email address for you. Down here, here's your website. That's already posted in. Now, if you have a website, and let's say you've got a vanity name, say I got marklogue.com, I would put in here the website marklogue.com. Now, in the background, we will redirect marklogue.com to the Balistrary website for you. So you don't have to do anything on that. All you would have to do is go and buy your vanity name with the likes of godaddy.com. Put in the primary phone number, put in your office phone number, home phone number, mobile phone. So I'm going to put in my primary phone number here, 561-531-071. Quite simple, right? You can tell how old this system is because they have pagers in here. I don't remember the last time I've seen a pager. I think it was in a doctor about 10 years ago. Faxes due to fraud and due to security issues, faxes are probably more than likely the most secure way to send documents. Even secure emails get hacked. So faxes, if you have a fax number, put your fax number in there. Now let's talk about the About Me section. So here's your About Me section. Fill this in, folks. Write down what's relevant, pertinent to you. What sports do you like? Are you an animal lover? Do you speak languages? Where did you come from? Did you come from the Northeast? Did you come from another country? Did you come from South America? Did you come from Europe? Tell a little bit about your life before real estate. Are you a parent? All of these things really, really add up. And why these are important, because when somebody's looking for an agent, they're going to plug into Google real estate in Lighthouse Point, or real estate in Fort Lauderdale, or real estate in Boca. And they may also, what does catch their eye is an agent who has a love of animals. Guess what? If they have a love of animals. What catches their eye is an agent who has a love of sea sports. Let's say they're a windsurfer. Let's say they're a kiteboarder. That's going to catch that person's eye. So fill in the authentic you in here. Write your piece, take your time, fill it in. And if you want somebody to help you with editing that, send that over to us. Send us your draft. We'll take a look at it for you and help you write your bio. That's a very important piece for you. Now, system settings. Make sure your time zone is right. One or two agents have been getting notifications and they're 3 hours behind, and the challenge was for them that they had the wrong time zone and they didn't know how that got in here. Okay, and any changes that you make here, you're simply going to save your changes right here. So any questions on this page before I move on to the next pages? So go ahead in the chat room, give me a question if you have any questions or any thoughts on this segment of your profile. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds and see if anybody has any questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Always remember, the stupidest question is the one that you never asked. That's the only stupid question out there. All other questions, there's somebody else who has the same question. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on. Now, if you have a team, there's more than one or two of you in the group, here's where you're going to put in your information. Put in your team name right in here if you have a team name. Put in your team phone number. And if you haven't already gotten a team photo, go out and get yourself a team photo. And you can put in your team photo in here. And again, same thing here, you save changes right here. Now, speaking of photos, let's look at how you upload your photo. There's two things on photos I'm going to recommend to everybody. Number one, get a recent photo. Do not put in a photo that was 30 pounds ago or longer than 5 years ago. Because what happens is when your client meets you, there's a little judgment in the client's head and they're thinking, oh my goodness, the photo that they're showing of themselves, that's not really them. So is this the person I really want to do business with? There's a judgmental piece from your client there. So make your photo recent and go and pay a professional photographer or get somebody who is good with the camera to take a recent, decent, well-lighted photo of you, okay? Now, how do you upload it? Right here, you're simply going to go to Browse, and I'll walk you through the process. I've already uploaded a photo, but let's walk you through the process. So Browse, most of us have a picture section, so click on your picture section in your C drive. So let's go into Log Pictures. And for me here, I've got Brightline. These are recent pictures that were taken, professional photographer, and he took a bunch of decent photos. What I like about them is I'm actually moving, and you get a sense of my energy and what my personality is like. So I would pick one of these here. Let's just pick one. Let's walk through it. Open. And now it shows up here, and it's going to say upload image. If I wanted to upload this image, I would continue right here and upload the image. And now it's saved in the system for you. Any questions on how to upload your photos so far? Or is everybody quiet in the chat room? Let's see, who do we have? We have Amber Collette, we have Arthur, we have Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn, good morning. We have Chris, we have Darlene Daigle. Good morning, Darlene. I see you down the hall. Joanne, Linda Woodhouse, Rose, which is Bradley, Ryan, Allison. Good morning, Allison. So don't be afraid to ask me questions, folks, in the chat room. So let's move on to, oh, I got a question. Let's just go over here. So great. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Trisha. Good morning. All right, good. Let's move on to email. So let's go to the email here now. Your email setup. We have set up the Ballestery Realty logo for you, the design, so that all emails going from Ballestery have a consistency about them. So it looks like you're working for a professional organization with some degree of consistency, which we are. Here's your default email signature. If you want to write a slogan, or if you want to write something that goes out consistently, here's where you're going to put it in. I kept this simple. I just simply said, sincerely, here's my name, here's my title, here's the company name, here's my email address, and here's my phone number. You can add anything to this that you want. Now, once you've written your signature email here, my recommendation is preview it. So you'll notice the button here, preview email. So let's go to preview. This is a preview of what your client is going to get. This allows you to write all your content in the email. This is the signature piece. This is the picture that you've uploaded. And now what's brilliant about this particular system is once you email the client now can click on your home page, can click on why Balistreri, getting started if they're looking to buy a home, on the tools that are available. They can apply with you now, and they have the About Us button. So this email brings them back to you, to your website via these buttons. I recommend you email from within the system as much as possible, because people are nosy and they're going to want to take a look at what's going on out there, all right? So close preview. Let me take a quick look at the chat button. Let's see who's on chat. Darlene's here too. Hello, Darlene. Good. Any questions on setting up your email signature? All right, I'm going to move on. Now, let's look at social links. I want all of you right now, whatever it is you're doing, if you're multitasking, if you have something else going on, stop. Stop it right now, because you're going to want to listen to what I'm about to say on how to connect your Facebook, how to connect your Instagram, and any social media platforms that you have out there. So I have disconnected all of my social media platforms to show you how to connect them here. So again, we're going to connect Facebook. Let's connect Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram here. So click on social links, and that brings you to this page. Now here you'll notice it says add a social link, and you go over here and it says link type. So you click on the link type, and probably the most popular one now would be, for the younger generation, it is Instagram, and for the older generation, those that are 40 plus, it is Facebook. So it doesn't matter which one you're in. Let's pick Facebook right now. So let's go Facebook. And now down below, it says link your URL. So now the obvious question is, well, where do I get my URL for Facebook, Mark? Great question. Let's go to Facebook. And when you're in Facebook, you'll notice that you have your particular profile, you have the home page, and then you have create, whatever it is you want to create. So make sure you've clicked on your name in Facebook, click on it. And what pops up is your URL. This is your URL that's specific to you. For me, it's facebook.com/mark.logue.94. Okay, so let's copy that. Control C, and let's come back to Salecore. I'm going to drop that in here with a Control V. Now I'm going to add the link. And now you'll see Facebook is added up here. Let's now go and get Instagram. That's Instagram. How do I get my Instagram link? Well, here's Instagram. And typically when you're in Instagram, you'll see the stream of pictures that you have. Now, to get your particular Instagram URL, you go over to the little man or woman icon, little person icon, let's be politically correct. Click on that. And once you click on that, this is your specific URL for Instagram. Now, Control C in your computer, hit the control button and C and hold them down simultaneously. Hold on one second. I mucked that up. Let's go back to this. I don't want that. Come back to me. Play with this for a second. Sorry, my mouse is going a little crazy, people. Hello, what is going on? Back to Facebook, back to Instagram. Salecore. Let's see if my Control V. Control V. Instagram. Right there we go. I saved it. All right, got it. So now I've added Facebook and I've added Instagram into my social links. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now, why is that important? Because in subsequent sessions, I'm going to show you how to share articles, how to share stats, how to share specific pages in your website to Instagram and to Facebook. And you need these clicked in so that those are one-click shares. That's in future weeks. I'm not going to go into that too much today because we've already done 18 minutes worth of material. And for many of you, I'll have lost you already if you're not technologically savvy. Okay, so let's see. From Carolyn to everyone, I missed the first step. Where's the place I go to? Okay, brilliant. Set up social links. Carolyn, you got it. All right, great. Darlene, to you too. Can we use Google Contacts? Can we use our Google Contacts there? Darlene, I see your question. I don't understand your question. What do you mean by can we use our Google Contacts there? If you can explain that to, if you can ask me a question, a better question on that. And if not, we can take it offline and I can address it next week for the group. I'm going to come back to you on that. All right, so here's the social links. Now let's go to lists. Before we do that, let's go to the chat. It's Arthur asking, they're in the app file. No, this is for social media only. Okay, so Amber is answering here to everybody. Arthur, your question, we'll take it offline. Right now, this is just social media. This is not for your contacts, but great question. Thank you for asking that question. So let's look at lists. Now, when you're in your lists, look, what other languages do you speak? Even if you're not fluent, but you're somewhat conversational in it, put it in here. Are you somewhat conversational in Spanish? Say that. Say I'm conversational in Spanish. Say I'm conversational in French. Say I'm conversational in Croatian, whatever the language is. Why? Because when people are searching on the web, they're looking for realtors who speak specific languages. And that'll also improve your position in the SEO when they're out there on Google. So you'll start to go from page 6 to page 5 to page 4 to page 3 to page 1. So now more people will start to find you. So really fill this in. What languages do you speak? What are your specialties? Come back to me. Are you a waterfront luxury specialist? Are you a commercial specialist? Are you an equestrian specialist? Whatever your specialties are you a condo, high-rise condo specialist? Are you a 55 plus specialist? Are you a senior specialist? Fill them all in here. Very, very important, because what you're doing is you're allowing people to find you in other ways. Designations. What are your designations? Do you have any? If you do, fill them in here. Let's toggle down. Now, here, areas. Why is it important to fill in your area? Well, as we all know, real estate there's 3 words in real estate. It's location, location, and location. Those 3 words, it's hyper local. Isn't it true that the area on the water in Boca for 2 million plus is a different market today than the areas out west in the golf course communities? Absolutely. However, when somebody from New York or somebody from Philadelphia or somebody from Boston is looking, they think Boca Raton is Boca Raton. However, there's a hyper local piece to this. So fill in the areas that you cover right in here. Very, very important. Let me see if there's any chat questions. No chat questions. All right, great. Now, I'm going to skip this. MLS IDs, we've taken care of all that for you. Username and password. So in the setup section, if you want to change your username and your password, you can do so here. This is where you take care of changing that. Now, once you change that and you make it personal to you, now Amber and myself don't have access to that. So if you forget it, we're going to have to now reset the whole system for you if you forget it. So take a note of your password. Not that we don't have enough passwords out there to worry about. So make sure you have a system to keep your password. The last thing I'm going to cover on this call is notifications. Now, why is this particular piece important? Well, once we get to the website piece where it generates business for you, you will want to be notified quickly that you got a lead. Statistics are, if you haven't gotten to your lead within 5 minutes, you've probably lost them. So you'll want to set yourself up to win by receiving either an email or a text. Now, I don't know about most of you. Myself, I check emails twice a day. I'm not on email all day long. However, my texts, I check my texts right away because the phone goes ding and I take a look at it and go, okay, I can deal with it now or I can deal with it later. But at least I'm picking up the text. So you'll want the system to notify you, hey, you got a buyer's lead, or hey, you got a lead on your listing that you have in the market right now. And how you do that is You want to make sure your email address is correct. And here for SMS and email, make sure your phone number is in the system, and make sure you filled out the correct telephone provider, service provider. So right here, you have all the different telephone providers that are there. Now, you'll also need to get the email address from your telephone provider. However, the first two pieces are phone number and service provider. This at least allows you to get a text when you get a lead. Important stuff for you. Now, as we toggle down to select your notifications, choose the methods we should use to notify you on system events, right? So now you're telling the system, once a lead is submitted by one of your contacts, give me an email, give me an SMS, and additionally, pop it into my message center. Me, for the message center, since I'm not on Salecore all day, every day, I would do a notification email and do an SMS. You're assigned a contact. So we're now starting as a company to generate leads from our company website. We're going to start assigning leads. So once you're assigned the lead, folks, get an SMS, get a text, because we're only going to give you 5 to 10 minutes to respond to the lead. If you do not respond, we're giving it to another agent. We're building a system to develop leads and business for each of you as a company, and so on and so forth. Now, down here, contact activity notifications. Once you have a contact set up and you're now receiving information from them, do you want to be contacted about them on a daily basis with regard to what they're doing? Or do you want to be contacted every 2 days, every 3 days, every 4 days, every 5 days, every 6 days, every 7 days? Totally up to you. I'm not going to say there's a right way or a wrong way to do that. Once you've set this up for you that works for you, simply update your settings and take it from there. And just like that, it's 28 minutes and that's it. I've just shared with you what to do to set yourself up in the setup bar here in our website and CRM. So that's the end of session 2. As I did last week, I'll record this and I'll send this out to you all via YouTube, so you have it to refer back to on what the setup bar does for you and how to use it to help you get more business and manage your existing database. And that's it for today. Unless there's any questions, feel free, go ahead. I'm going to give us another minute here to ask me questions via the chat room if you want. If not, we'll be signing off. So I'll wait 30 seconds. We got a chat. I'll take potpourri for 1,000, Alec. Chat. Tricia, to everyone, thank you. Carolyn, thank you. Ryan, thank you so much. All right, great. So it's thanks, no questions. That's it, folks. So session 2 is done. It's in the books. And session 3 will be on next Wednesday at between 11 to 11:30. Make it a great week. Be productive. Go out there, challenge yourself, raise your game, and go and sell some real estate. Cheers.